The richest person in all of human history, wasn't he a European king or a modern tech billionaire? He wasn't American, and he definitely wasn't from the 21st century. His name was Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire, and for some reason, most history books just quietly skip right over him. Think about the history you were taught. It's a story where global wealth, power, and influence flowed out of Europe. But let's rewind to the 1300s. While Europe was grappling with plagues, poverty, and war, West Africa was sitting on the world's most valuable resource, gold. The Mali Empire controlled nearly half of the entire Old World supply, and at its head was Mansa Musa. He literally owned it. This wasn't just symbolic wealth, like a king with a fancy crown. This was tangible economic power, enough for one man to completely distort entire economies just by traveling, and that's exactly what he did. In 1324, Mansa Musa embarked on his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca. This wasn't a solo trip. He brought a procession of 60,000 people, including soldiers, officials, and attendants, along with a caravan of hundreds of camels, each loaded with hundreds of pounds of pure gold. And as he traveled, he gave it away to the poor, to local rulers, to merchants. He spent so lavishly in cities like Cairo that he flooded the market with gold, completely crashing its value. The Egyptian economy took over a decade to recover. Just try to imagine one person today being so wealthy they could accidentally collapse the economy of an entire country just by being generous. So, here is a question for you. Why isn't this story a staple in every history class? Why don't we hear about the man who could make or break nations with his personal fortune? Because this story completely shatters a comfortable, widely accepted narrative. It challenges the idea that Africa was a continent just sitting there, waiting to be discovered or developed by outsiders. The reality is, it was already incredibly wealthy, highly educated, and a major player in the global network of trade and ideas. Under Mansa Musa's rule, legendary cities like Timbuktu became world-renowned centers of learning and culture. It wasn't some remote outpost. It was a vibrant metropolis with vast libraries and universities that attracted scholars, poets, and artists from all across Africa, the Middle East, and even Europe. This isn't folklore or myth, it's all documented. It's in the records, in the maps, in the accounts of travelers who saw it with their own eyes. In fact, European cartographers from that era created maps that explicitly showed a powerful black king in West Africa, holding a massive gold nugget. They literally drew Mansa Musa on their maps of the known world because that's how influential he was. He was seen as a global power, not imagined, seen. The story of Mansa Musa proves something profound and a little uncomfortable. History isn't always just forgotten by accident. Sometimes, it's actively curated. Some stories, some truths, are pushed aside because they don't fit the neat and simple version of the past we reuse to hearing. And that makes you wonder what other incredible stories have been left out. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, consider subscribing for more stories that change the way you see the world.